All right, this is Bob Maloney from My MMA News, and I have the pleasure of talking to Mariah Castro today. Mariah is fighting for a championship belt coming up at Art of War All-Star Weekend. Mariah, before we get into all that fight stuff, how you feeling? It's got to be, getting used. You got to get more used to this. It's going to be your fourth fight.
Yeah, I think that's playing a really big part in this. Like, it's nice that it's a title fight, but I'm really looking to show my potential in this fight. That's really what's more important to me, is to show how I've evolved, in between fights. That's also really important to me, especially being active. So in that short amount of time, I want to show that I can still improve. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident, super loose, relaxed. Soon as I weigh in, I know I'll feel 100 times better.
Tell me a little bit how you got involved in mixed martial arts and then fighting. Did you start with mixed martial arts with the idea you wanted to fight? Tell me a little bit about your path into the sport.
Actually, when I was like 14, I started jujitsu and taking Muay Thai. I got like a social life and fell off of it. So it took me some years before I got back into it. So about 4 years ago, I knew I had an interest in it, and I felt like I was mature enough to commit. And I just through a mutual friend, I got hooked up with Carnicella MMA in Clifton, and I just kind of dove right in because I knew that I wanted to do MMA. And I'm just lucky that my coach has been able to mold me, take away all my sloppy habits that I came in with. So I'm glad I committed this time around.
That's awesome. Now, listen, you've gotten off to a great start. You're 3-0. I've got to be cageside and call all three of your fights, and you are a very resilient fighter, and you will mix it up wherever it goes. Now, your opponent, who you really wanted this fight, you wanted to fight for the belt, Sandy Chheng. She seems to me like she wants to turn it into a ground and pound, a grappling match. Tell me what you think of your opponent. Do you see it the same way? In your mind, what do you think about this fight?
I definitely think that she's gonna look for the clinch a little bit more, which I don't mind because I've been working a lot in camp on just. I really feel like I've been using my leverage, my weight a lot better, which is something that it takes time to kind of learn your body and functional strength and things like that. So I don't mind grappling. I'm an all around fighter. You know what I mean? People always ask me like, what is your style? And I'm like, my style is whatever I have to do to win a fight. You know what I mean? So if I need to take rounds with takedowns, then I'll steal the rounds that way. If I need to, stand on my feet, then I'll stand on my feet and defend takedowns. Wherever the wind blows, that's where I'm going. So,
That's great.
you know,
That's
yeah.
great. Now, are you a film watcher? Did you go back and watch her fights, or you don't even care? You just go by what your coaches, work with you with?
I definitely watch with my coach, but that's more or less just to see what, who she fought mainly, and the styles make fights. And my coach determines what a game plan is, or things like that. I'm just there to kind of be under the tutelage and take my notes and you know pull the trigger basically.
All right.
So
Once again, I am talking to Mariah Castro, who will be fighting for her first title, maybe the first of many. Who knows? Before we go, give some shout outs to some love, Mariah, to whoever is going to be there screaming for you to have your arm raised. Maybe somebody not in the fight game who's supporting you. I know that it's a lonely battle once you get into that cage, but you need a lot of support leading up to that point.
I actually have a lot of support behind me for this one, so it means a lot. I have a lot of friends that are coming out for this one. Actually, my teammate is fighting on the same card. Eric Gonzalez is making his debut, so shout out to my teammate. Shout out to my coach, my sponsor, Silk City Kitchen, which is the reason I'm able to make weight. They've been with me for all of my camps. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's supporting me and that's going to be there. I hope to show you I hope to back it up.
Well, I can't wait. Bang, bang, Sandy Chang. We got to get you a nickname, Mariah. You don't have one yet, right?
I was thinking about it, but I don't know. Like, I may never get a nickname. I don't know if I'm supposed to come up with it. I don't know how this works. Like,
I'll,
I've been,
I'll work on it for you then. I'll start thinking of something. But you know what? It's more something that you earn and you seem like you're a hard worker, so it'll come to you if it comes to you. If it doesn't, all you care about is getting your arm raised and getting that victory. That's the important thing, right?
Absolutely, man.
All right. Mariah, thanks for giving me some time. Best of luck with your final preparations and any weight cuts, and I'll see you at weigh-ins. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you for having me.